Before you start modeling kitchen cabinets in SketchUp, there are a few things you must understand, or your design is going to completely go wrong. So in this series, I'll be showing you how to model kitchen cabinetry in SketchUp, but you'll be doing it in the right way and the professional way. So let's begin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I teach you how to use SketchUp from the beginner level to the advanced level. For this video, this is going to be coming in a three-part series on how we model kitchen cabinets in SketchUp. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to understand how to model clean kitchen cabinets for rendering, how to create cabinets for real-life production, and lastly, I'll be showing you how to generate your cutout list using a plugin. So let's start from the foundation. So firstly, it's good we define what our kitchen cabinets are. So our kitchen cabinets are basically storage units built into your kitchen layout. These are not just boxes in your kitchen space. So these are storages built into your kitchen, and they define the function of your kitchen space. They determine the workflow around your kitchen, and also they give the overall design of the kitchen. So as a beginner, you don't just jump straight into modeling when you are designing kitchen. You have to understand the structure first before you do your modeling, because understanding the structure saves you a lot of time. So firstly, we'll be talking about the types of kitchen cabinets based on placement. So we have three major types of kitchen cabinets based on the placement. We have the base cabinet. I'll explain with this. These are your base cabinets. Your base cabinets, they sit on the floor and they support your countertop. So these are cabinets that sit along the perimeter wall. They sit along the perimeter wall in your kitchen space. So they are most important structurally in your kitchen space. Those are your base cabinets. For the next set of cabinets we'll be talking about, these are your wall cabinets. These are cabinets that are usually mounted above your countertop for extra storage. So these are cabinets that are suspended or sometimes sitting directly on your countertop, but your wall cabinets are always mounted above your countertop. So those are your wall cabinets. And lastly, we'll be talking about the island cabinets. So the island cabinets are freestanding units of storage that usually sit in the middle of the kitchen. So your island can serve as an means of extra storage and an extra countertop for you to work with. So I'll just briefly go through one cabinet type of cabinet I'm not mentioning. That's your tall unit cabinets. These are usually like perimeter cabinets, but they are higher than your countertop cabinets. So they sit on the floor directly, but they are higher than the size of your base cabinet. So the next thing we're talking about is our standards of measurements when it comes to kitchen design. So this is very important for you to know and understand. For our kitchen designs, the base cabinets usually come in two standard dimensions. For the height, it comes in 36 inches. That's inclusive of your toe cake space and your countertop. So the base cabinet comes in 900 mm if you are using metric, or 36 inches in height if you are using imperial. And for the depth, it usually comes in 600 mm for the metric measurement and 24 inches for the imperial measurement. So that's the standard size of your base cabinet. So like I said, 36 inches inclusive of your countertop and your kick toe space. Then for your wall cabinets can range in height. So the wall cabinets usually range from 24 inches to 36 inches or 42 inches for your standard modular cabinets, kitchen cabinets. So some companies that create kitchen cabinets, the sizes usually range from 24 inches. Some do go for 12 inches, but those are for tall unit cabinets. If you're talking about your wall cabinets that come in 12 inches in imperial measurement for depth, those ones usually come from 24 inches to 36 inches or 42 inches when it comes to height. So when you see a double unit cabinet like this, these are two wall units stacked on each other. So that's for your wall cabinet. Then for your island cabinets, these cabinets usually come in the same height as your base cabinet, but sometimes some people prefer to customize their island cabinets. Some have, I've seen some crazy looking island cabinets that have a very thick countertop and it tends to play or manipulate the height of the island cabinet. So before you model in SketchUp, it's good you know the standard measurements. I'm going to put them on screen. For your base cabinet, you have a standard height of 36 inches, the depth of 24 inches. But when it comes to the width varies. But for your modular cabinets, it's something I'll talk on in a different video. Your modular cabinets usually range in 3 inches differences. Modular cabinets usually produced by company range from 6 or 9 inches to 36 inches. I don't know if that is clear. So these are standard measurements you need to know. These are real world dimensions and measurements you need to know if you are to make your kitchen design realistic and usable. Because I believe if you are designing a kitchen, the end goal is for the kitchen to be usable and functional. So those are the standard measurements when it comes to our kitchen design. Next, we'll be talking about the types of cabinet doors. We're talking about cabinet doors. We're in the modern era where we usually have these flat panel doors, but the two major cabinet doors we'll be focusing on this video is the flat panel door and the shaker panel door, or the shaker doors. So the flat panel door is characterized by being simple and clean. These are the modern kind of doors, and they are easy to model when you're using SketchUp because these are just flat panels in SketchUp. And for the shaker doors, these are doors panels, but they are framed. So the flat panel door comes in a single panel, but the shaker panel door comes in 5 panels. So you have the frame, which comprises of 4 panels, and the internal panel. So we'll be going into more details in other videos, but the shaker door is common in both modern and classic kitchens. So in this tutorial, we'll be modeling both the flat panel door and the shaker panel door. Good, we understand that there are 2 different types of modeling kitchens in SketchUp. First, we have the first style of modeling for render. This focuses on just speed and appearance. You have less details inside. It's perfect for client presentation. And we have the second method, which is used for modeling kitchen in SketchUp. So the second method is modeling for the cut list. This involves you modeling every piece in your cabinetry, and you have to model this piece to be accurate. It includes thickness, joints, structure. So you are using the real life production method for creating this cabinetry or cabinet in SketchUp. So in our next video, I'll be breaking both down in details on how you can create cabinetry in SketchUp, modeling for just render, and modeling for your cut list. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have any question. See you in the next one, and thanks for watching.